man. So
correct.
Shout out to Outlaw Light.
Outlaw Light. I got my press conference hat on here too.
Yeah, Outlaw Light. Every video I ever post from this garage features Outlaw.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good beer.
There's actually more flavor in that than what I expected.
Yeah. So we just finished up the final day of the Pizza Wars.
I got this badass shirt on too, man. Look at that.
We finished up. We went to, between the two of us, we visited 15 shops on this ride, which, you know, isn't a big number, but it's not about the biggest number. It's about the best.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
So before we get started, let's check a box. Let's have.
Well, we got to tell everybody thank you for being here. I mean, I know it's been 2 long days. People have been sitting here just like last night, waiting for us to get here, and we definitely appreciate everybody coming out and being here to see who's going to win the pizza war. And we get a lot to talk about here, and we're glad everybody's here. We're going to take questions here in a little bit. Take some questions from the internet too here. So just hold your questions for right now, and we'll get to it.
Yeah.
You got the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you check your box first.
Okay. All right, I'm going to read this out here. Well, thank you to all our sponsors too who helped us with this. We can never do any of this stuff without the people that help make it all happen.
Wheeler Pontiac Cadillac.
Okay. The Redwood Restaurant and Cafe in Summerhill, Pennsylvania is your dining dreams come true. Our cafe opens for breakfast at 4, so you can get some greasy eggs and coffee so thick you can stand a fork up in it. Perfect to keep you warm and well fed when you're hundreds of feet underground harvesting anthracite coal and wishing you had made better decisions in your life. If only you had just won the big game and got that scholarship to Penn State. You'd have really made it then. I'm winded from all the pizza. I'm doing my best here.
I know.
Whew. Are you looking for lunch or dinner? Then come on down to our restaurant. It opens at 11 every day. The soup of the day will be different, but the people eating there will not be. They're here in the same seats, eating the same thing day in and day out because they lack any kind of passion in their lives. And be sure to try the salad bar. It's stocked fresh every day with lettuce and tomatoes and croutons and weird little seeds and onions, shredded cheese, dehydrated mushrooms, and cubed ham. I love a cubed ham. I love a cubed ham.
I love the cubed ham.
You'll learn why the sneeze guard is so vitally important to your health and well-being. Coming in for dinner, why not try one of our delicious specials? We have steak, well done, extra well done, or dog leather, just depending on how badly you want to punish yourself for the horrifying crimes of your past. We also have fish that doesn't taste fishy at all because it's extra bland. No one in this town wants to taste anything at all. No one wants to feel anything, especially to feel alive, or combine the two into a surf and turf that you will immediately regret and then forget. Also try the spaghetti. No one that works here is Italian, but we mostly serve Italian food and no one really knows why. Then finish your night with a bottle of wine. My uncle makes it in his basement with his feet, red or white, from his feet to your mouth. Drink so much that your wife starts to cry and scream that she should have married Donnie, like her mother wanted. So you beat your spouse and then have to bring her back here for dinner to apologize. The apology won't work, but you both sit across from each other, chewing in silence and feeling your mutual hatred grow and grow. The Redwood Restaurant. If you don't come visit us, the only restaurant in town will eventually become a skill game arcade and vape shop. And those people are the worst. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Redwood, for all of that. That was a really good write-up.
They helped us a lot over
They
the years.
did. So Dolan didn't make it this year, as you can tell. It was a 2-man band this year. It's okay, you know. Family stuff comes up, man. It's what it is.
Yeah, you can't put that stuff. I mean, I've abandoned my family for for 2 days.
Yeah, I don't even know where my family even is, man. Who
No.
knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. It could be in the back of the car. I don't know. It could be anywhere. Anyway, it could be with the manganese.
Yeah.
It could be with the manganese right now in Ohio, and then if they're with the manganese, we'll never see them again.
It would be the talk of the town.
It'll be a talk of the town, yeah, for sure. Okay, so what we got to do? Do we want to just say our we were Pontiac Drive for 5? Do we want to name the final 5 right now?
The final
Do we want to
7?
take yeah? Okay, so here's the deal. 2-man band. We've got no deal breaker here, right? It's only 2 of us, and we argued for 2 hours. We argued from Mundy's Corner all the way to the North Hills, right? So he's not going to change his mind on anything. I'm not going to change my mind. We're very passionate people, and I'm going to stick to my guns. He's going to stick to his guns. So just like you know, the Big Ten has got like 38 teams in the Big Ten, right? At this point,
Yeah.
So our Wheeler Pontiac Drive for 5 is actually a drive for 7.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't decide, man, and we got no tiebreaker. We got no tiebreaker this year.
We
So
had 15 shops. We had no tiebreaker. We figured we're coming in with less than half at the top, which is good.
well, here's the thing too. If we would have, one of us would have given in, right, and we would have had to say, okay, fine, I'll just throw mine out the window. You can have your pick or whatever. It's not fair to do that to the shop either,
Right.
man. Like if
we
we're
put in the work.
yeah, they were great. There's
Yeah.
7 are awesome. So
Yeah.
we kept, man, look, if there would have been 3 people here and in the tiebreaker vote, then we'd have went with 5. But this year, man, we got 7. We feel really strongly about.
Yeah. I think those 7. I'm going to read them in no particular order. We got Morris's. We got Marlene's. We got Milano. We got Hogshead, Papa D, JoJo's, and Dominic's.
Yeah, that's a hell of a group, man.
That's the top 7.
Yeah.
And we've decided our winner. We talked.
We'll name that one here in a little bit.
Yeah,
But you got to take a commercial break. We got to go to the sponsors here real quick. We're gonna go to a commercial break here real quick, and we're gonna talk about one of our sponsors, and then we'll get back to it here.
Okay. Are you looking for muzzleloader breech plugs, smoked paprika, and a torque wrench? We have you covered, Laurel Highlands. Steger Store has been proudly serving our local community for over 260 years. Family values, family pricing, and no funny business. Insert pic of a woman laying seductively on a pallet of Nintendo cereal.
Okay.
All right.
They probably didn't want us to read that one out loud, but that's okay.
Well,
They put it in the script.
they put it in the script, and they didn't change it at all. This week only, Otis Tech Shotgun Cleaning Kits, $5 off.
It's a pretty good kit.
Yeah, Del Grosso Foods pepperoni flavored pizza sauce, which we got to get Del Grosso as a sponsor. They're amazing. Buy one get one half price. Good thing they are not in the pizza wars, or they would win first place. Cha-ching, haha, haha. Frog tape, pro grade flashing tape, 30% off with coupon code Ribbit. Ribbit, all one word. Ribbit. Stop by Dominic's Express on the way inside and grab you a slice from the Laurel Highlands Pizza Wars 3 winner. Pizza Wars 3 winner.
Yes.
But we are not sure why we have the satellite location 75 feet from the actual Dominic's Pizzeria, which you literally have to drive past to get to our store. Steger Store is located on Delancey Drive in Portage. Make a left, or maybe a right, at the train bridge. Hours 8 to 5:30 daily, except on Sunday. One trip done right. That's the Stegers way.
Thank you, Stegers.
Thank you, Stegers.
Play a little time soldiers on the way in there too when you got quarters in your pocket.
Kari Warriors too.
Kari Warriors. Okay. All right. Do we want to take any questions? We just want to get out of here. I think we need to let everybody know what's going on here, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Godfather's not going to be a part of this year either. He priced himself out a little bit, and also he's doing a lot of convention stuff, so he's not going to be available for a couple of days. So we'll try to get the Godfather again back next year. We're flying by the seat of our pants here, people. This is what it is.
Yeah, it's a new format. No Dolan this year. Couldn't get the Godfather. He was too busy.
People got stuff to do, man.
Here we are sitting in the garage, drinking Outlaw Lights,
Wearing a cool hat. I'm also wearing a very cool hat. People need to acknowledge that. This is a very cool hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. This doesn't fit real well, but
No,
it's also not a very good
I
hat.
actually have that exact drill right back there.
All right. Okay. All
In
right.
a big metal box.
Okay. So we want to get a drum roll, and then you can announce the winner here. You want to do that? And then we'll take some questions. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of questions from people in the audience here. We good with that? We want to do that, everybody?
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. All right. All right. Here's the winner. I'm gonna give a drum roll. He's gonna say it. You guys, everybody's ready?
Hold on, let me get the exact address so that we can properly shout them out.
Oh, yeah, it's a good call.
I wanted to ruin the moment, so
Well, you always do that.
I know. All
It's
right.
a long day. It's been a long day. It's been a long 2 days.
Yeah. All right, ready
Okay,
when you are. All right. So the grand champion this year, the winner for Laurel Highlands Pizza Wars Part 6 Road Wild, located at 3433 Spring Garden Avenue in Pittsburgh, PA, in Reserve Township 15212, is the Hog's Head Bar. I gotta say that
It was unanimous, man, between the two of us. I mean,
yeah.
both of us were like, we know what it is.
I mean, I've never had a pizza like that in my life.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I've been to the Hog's Head before. I've had the pizza, but it had to have been a new guy.
And it was not a specialty pizza, nothing like that. No specialty
pepperoni
stuff.
and cheese.
Yeah, it was their standard pepperoni and cheese, man. And I took one bite of that thing, man, and I knew that was going to be really high on the list.
Yeah, that was the third pizza we tried together, and it took first place in our hearts at that moment. I mean, we had new favorites, we had past favorites, but the new kid came out of the gate swinging, and you know.
You said it already, but I've never had a pizza like this in my life, and it's
gonna haunt me until I go back.
We're gonna go back for sure. No question about that. That place was great. The food, people in there were great. It's a cool vibe. It's a great little bar right there down in the holler. You said they called it a run?
Yeah, down in the run.
Down in the run. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. Well, congratulations to Hogshead. I mean, it's a big deal, man. I mean, think about just for context. I mean, all the other people other than Milano's and Papa D's that were in that final 7 were the places that we have won.
Yeah.
They've won.
And the places we grew up with.
Yeah, places we grew up with. They've also won Pizza Wars. Like, they've beaten champions.
Yeah.
And that's pretty impressive to do that.
So they took on multiple champions, not just the champ, and won.
It was tight. I mean, between 2 and 7 was super tight. It was super tight between 2 and 7. And there's no number 2, there's no number 4, nothing like that. It's just all of them are together.
It's basically a tie. Game.
It's at 2. You've got 6 people tied at 2. Is basically what it is.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was a hell of a day and a lot of miles, and it is what it is. And congratulations to Hogshead, man. That place was badass.
Yeah. So we'll get you a placard.
Yeah, get that mail out to them for sure.
Saying that you won. And it was an honor to stop in there. It was an honor to eat the pizza. Just as I'm sure it's an honor for you to have won this illustrious competition.
It's a very prestigious award.
Yeah, this is where the greats come to play.
It really is. Yeah, but everybody, man. I mean, that I was telling him that those Dominic slices that I had were probably the best Dominics I've ever had, and that's not a joke. Like, that was outrageously good. I did 2 videos on that place because the pizza was so good that day.
Yeah.
Man, I thought they were going to pull it out until I really did. Until we started talking today and really crunching into it, it was really close.
Yeah, and I want to give another shout out to one of the guys. They didn't make the top 7. In our discussions, we have to be as democratic about this as possible. But they're very high up in my hearts. Is Della Sala's Pizza in Penn Hills.
It was the last one of the day, and it was awesome. Last one of the whole pizza war, man. It was a great experience.
Yeah, and honestly, I want to give them a shout out because they're great people. They're great. It's a fantastic pie. But
3 generations, right?
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, I'm sure just like anyone wants to win, they want to win the pizza wars. They don't need to win the pizza wars.
That's true.
They've existed before the pizza wars. They'll exist long after the pizza wars.
1959, right? This one opened?
Yeah, and And they got a loyal fan base, man. But I will tell you, if you're looking for a unique experience and you want a good tasty pie, go check them out.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool spot. Little hole in the wall, family run. You can't beat it for sure. Okay. Questions. You had questions from people who were sending messages in already. I can hear your phone going off and people sending messages.
It's been crazy. It's been nuts. We're gonna try and keep it tight. Last night we got a little carried away.
28 minutes.
Some of those questions, So we're gonna try and tighten it up a little bit. First one comes from Amy S. from up by Mark Gross' house.
Okay, all right.
She wants to know if you were ever gonna get back to the pizza shops in Altoona.
That's a really good question. So the answer is yes, obviously. Pizza Boulevard was awesome. They were in the top 5 when me and Dolan went down there that year. I think that was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. But he's not living in Hollidaysburg anymore. So, and we kind of knocked out most of the Altoona stuff and the Hollidaysburg stuff already. But we're talking about doing NEPA and NEPA back. Would be like Nepa State College and maybe hit some of those Altoona ones on the way back. Yeah. Mama Randazzo's I thought was really good that year too. Like there's definitely a good handful of places in Altoona that are kind of a little off the radar too, even for pizza that were awesome, I thought. So yeah, we're definitely going to get back down there pretty soon.
Yeah, there's some serious talent.
Look, here's the thing, just geographically, right? We can't go everywhere every year, right? We can't go to Huntington every year. Dolan and I went to Huntington. It was good. But we just can't do it. You can't cover 600 miles, right? So,
Pennsylvania,
just because Pizza Boulevard or Mama Randazzo's or whoever is not in the Pizza War this year or last year or next year or whatever, it doesn't mean that they're not great and they aren't going to be in future Pizza Wars.
Right. If we were able to take 2 weeks every year and dedicate it to Pizza War, we could swing the whole state. But then the Pizza Wars would end in a year and a half because we'd both be dead. I feel like I'm actively having a heart attack right now. So I gotta be.
I was struggling reading that Redwood thing for sure.
Yeah. All right, Sean F. from Sidman wants to know why we tagged the Carlos and marked them as a franchise. They were tagged different. They had a different color.
Okay, I know Sean's a good guy. So so the reason for that was because every year we do a franchise Division 2, and that's kind of like 2 or 3 locations plus, right? So it would be weird to put Foxes in with Del Salas, right? I mean, it would be kind of strange. So there'll be
Italian Village, which is absolutely phenomenal pizza every single time, but you got more than 6 locations.
Yeah. So this year it'll be DeCarlo's, it'll be Best Way, it'll be Fox's. That's probably going to be it for the 3 this year. It's usually dominated by either Best Way or Fox's, right? The Wilmore Fox's wins pretty often, but we'll see, man. I mean, that DeCarlo's was a lot better today than what we expected to be, for sure. That's a great question. I don't know when we'll name who won that. Probably won't be for a couple days until we got to go to Fox's and we got to go to Best Way. We got to make sure everything's good with that.
Yeah. All right, we got John Yu from St. Michael wants to know. How much money was in the paper sack you carried out of Morris's tonight?
Are you serious? Okay. Do you know who that is, right? It's Johnny, Utah. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay. Well, so here's the story with this clown. So, 3 years ago, I mean, this guy's he's been sending messages to us for years. Okay. So 3 years ago, Dolan and I are on a pizza podcast, right? We did like a little follow-up podcast episode. Kind of like this, only it was podcast. And the guy calls in, we're live, and Johnny Udall calls in, and he's asking all these crazy questions about Morris's and talking a lot of nonsense about all that stuff, man, and he just won't let it go. This guy just won't let it go. I mean, he lives in St. Michael. Johnny Udall's never left St. Michael. He lives across the street from JoJo's, and he goes to JoJo's all the time, and JoJo's is awesome. No, we know that.
Sure.
Johnny Udall's over there all the time at JoJo's. He's always talking about JoJo's. I don't think he's ever even been to Morris's. It's ridiculous, man. I keep answering the same question over and over again. It's ridiculous. You know where he lives? He lives in Richie Civic's house, across from right there in St. Michael on Main Street. Okay, so you want to talk about conspiracy theories here a little bit?
Yeah. Don't
you think it's a little bit strange that I haven't seen Richie Civic in 35 years? Okay, Richie Civic was one of the best pure shooters in Forest Hills basketball history. I haven't seen Richie Civic in 35 years. Johnny Udall just moves into his house. He just moved into his house. Okay, he moves into his house. Richie Civic's family's not there anymore. I just think it's weird. Johnny Utah just moves into this guy's house, right?
It's very weird.
I can't deal with this anymore, man. Like nobody,
You gotta calm down.
nobody's seen Richie Civic. I haven't seen Richie Civic in 35 years. How is this person not in the NBA? Is my question. One of the best pure shooters in Forest Hills basketball history, the guy's not in the NBA. You know what's a little strange? All of this correlates. You want to talk about conspiracy theories? Here it is, man. Here it is. All of this stuff coordinates. Richie Civic is gone. I haven't seen him in 35 years. How is that possible, right? I haven't seen him in 35 years. I haven't seen him in 35 years, okay? He's not playing in the NBA, okay?
He's not playing in Paraguay or Uruguay.
He's not living in his house anymore because Johnny Utah just went into his house and threw him out into the street. Like, how is this, like, not... Why are we not talking about this?
Why isn't there a documentary on this?
So Johnny Utah, I mean, he's talking all this noise on Morris's. Man, I'll tell you what, man. Like, my dad was friends with TJ Morris. I knew TJ Morris when I was a kid, man. We had everybody has a great experience going in there. TJ Morris is a big game hunter. All the stuff on the walls is all stuff that TJ shot, man. And they got him out and everything. Do you know what TJ Morris would do to Johnny Utah if he found out that this dude's just calling into a pizza podcast and insinuating that people were giving me money to pay me off? Like, he would. What was that Ice-T movie with the Surviving the Game?
Yeah.
It's what it would be, man. Yeah. He would just let Johnny Utah
and then he had him taxed.
Go for a couple hundred yards or whatever, and then he'd mount him on the wall of a restaurant.
Well, he taxidermed him with like the ass of a fish and the feet of a duck.
I can't take it, man. It's just, this guy just goes and we all wanted the World Cup, the cups at McDonald's. Everybody wants the Grimace Cup, right?
The Grimace.
This guy has got 3 Grimace Cups. He went to McDonald's 3 times. He's all over social media bragging he went 3 times. He's got 3 Grimace Cups. That's impossible. He's just lying to everybody. I'm tired of dealing with this stuff with him.
Show us the cups, Johnny Utah.
I don't want to. This guy just every year, man. I can't deal with it. I can't deal. What else we got? I can't deal with this anymore.
All right, we got one here from the main EAC, Matt M. Wants to know why it's still called the Laurel Highlands Pizza Wars when you've expanded beyond the Laurel Highlands. That's a great question. That's a great.
Well, I think I can answer that pretty well for Matt. And Matt's been a big supporter of everything we do all the time. So, are there laurel trees growing in Tennessee? I'm assuming probably, right?
Probably.
Are there highlands in New York State?
Sure
there are, right?
Yeah.
So there's laurel highlands
everywhere. There you go.
Right?
There you go.
There's laurel trees and there's highlands.
Right.
What is the Laurel Highlands? What is the Laurel Highlands? It's whatever we decided it is.
It's wherever you want it to be.
Until we're in New Mexico, I don't want to hear about we're out of the area, right? That's not what he was saying. I'm not saying that. He's just asking the question. But like that, we're good. It's there's laurel trees and there's hills, brother. We're good.
The Laurel Highlands exists in here and in here.
And in here. Mostly in here, yeah.
It hurts to touch my heart.
I feel like my blood is mostly marinara at this point. And I touch my arm, I feel like I feel so bloated up, dude.
I'm sticky.
My ankles are this big. I can't. Yeah. Oh God, it's gross. Has nothing to do with. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that we drank 6 bottles of whiskey last night.
Right.
Has nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with that.
Okay, what else we got? Anybody else send anything in?
I got nothing else.
Okay, we taking any questions here from anybody? I mean, what do you got? Where are you from? Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, you can answer that one. It just wants to know like what was so different about the Pittsburgh locations versus the ones that we went to in West Virginia versus back home.
Yeah, I mean, I think the difference comes down to you in each region, in each area, and I think you can speak to this about regional pizza across the country. You get one shop that starts and does something that really stands out, right? And really people rally behind it because it's like everybody knows what pizza is, except for Joshua S. from Moxham Men's Club Weekly.
Sure.
Who seems to constantly forget what pizza is. But everybody knows that it's crust and sauce and cheese and meat if you're into that topping. But you'll get one place that does something a little bit different and people get behind it, and then that fascination grows and more shops start to do that thing. So, I think that in the original core of the Laurel Highlands, and we've had this discussion multiple times, Cambria County is home to some of the best overall pizza shops in the world. And I don't know how much of that is biased because of growing up there, but when I think pizza, I always compare every pizza to the pizza I've had growing up. And then, you know, in Pittsburgh, it's a little different. Pittsburgh, I would say, for me, conjures up pizzas that don't normally have a lot of sauce on them. So they focus a lot more on the flavor of their crust. And you know, that's where I kind of came up with my role, that if there's a lot of sauce, I want a lot of cheese. If there's a little bit of sauce, I want a little bit of cheese, because I want to be able to taste everything in equal measure. And then, you know, Ohio, you know, the Ohio Valley pizza can get bent. I hate that pizza.
I mean, you did put it in the ground today.
I did. I buried that. I dug a hole and I buried it. And you know, places in the Pittsburgh area that have taken up that mantle and have said, we're going to do an Ohio Valley style pizza, police station pizza, Beto's pizza. There's a handful of others. Your pizza is gross. Your pizza is malformed. It's a doughy abortion of sadness.
I've heard you describe chicks from high school that way.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Doughy abortions of sadness.
You know, I'm a firm believer that life doesn't start until it flops out of the vagina and starts screaming. And I'm going to say the same way with a pizza. A pizza's not a pizza till it comes out of the oven and it's piping hot. It's piping hot. You know, I don't want this crap where you're taking out a piece of toast and some ketchup, and you're sprinkling on cold cheese and cold toppings. If I wanted cold toppings, I'd make a cold cut sandwich. I'd make a deli sandwich. I'm not looking for that. So the Ohio Valley style pizza can lick many different areas upon my body that would not be very tasty right now. I can tell you that.
Shots fired, man. Holy cow.
Yeah, and then, you know, I think you know, I noticed in West Virginia and Ohio, sauce is very important.
Sure.
It's a big player. So, you know, that's I don't know if I answered your question. I rambled for quite a bit and I got off on a tangent about Ohio Valley pizza and how much it sucks. And you know, after 15 years, I finally feel avenged by burying DeCarlos.
You sure talked about it enough over 15 years.
By
that's
literally
for sure.
burying DeCarlos. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's always good to end on positivity. So we did that. That's pretty positive.
Yeah,
what you
I think
did.
that's really good.
Okay. So hey, we appreciate everybody checking us out. With a lot of social media posts this whole last couple of days, and everybody's coming out and asking questions and everything, and sending in awesome mailbag questions, things like that. I mean, we do what we do for all the people, the three people that love what we do, right? So
Yeah.
it's Sean Faith and Matt Mock and Amy Sevick are the other people that watch the reason why Medden too. Medden, I want to give Medden a shout out. But I'll tell you what, man, it was really nice today.
You know who we picked up this year was Greg Burley.
That's right.
Yeah,
Greg Burley is on board too,
man. He's
man.
on board now too. Watching.
It was really good seeing Charlie Roberts today. You know, it shows. You see him all the time, but he's always working so much, and you don't get to talk to him very much. But Charlie played softball with my dad when I was a kid, man. I spent a lot of time at Falcon Field drinking Pepsis and watching Charlie Roberts play softball, man. So it was a lot of fun getting to see people today, for sure.
You know what just occurred to me is between the 2 half-hour press conferences we did, plus all of the time and all of the videos, at this point we have a feature-length movie that we could put on a DVD.
We could. We should start doing DVDs.
We should start doing
ideas.
Movies.
We're ideas guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's what it is. So
yeah, Laurel Highlands streaming service coming soon to you.
Thank you everybody for coming out, and we'll see you next year. We'll get 20 more shops lined up, and we'll hit the road.
Yeah.
So appreciate it. Thank you.
So yeah.
Hell, that was long.